You're at your kitchen table, late again. A crumpled list sits before you. It reads 10,000 steps today. Next to it, an unfinished book chapter, and lastly, called Mom. The pen drops from your hand. It clatters onto the floor with a sharp sound. Everything feels insignificant, a big dream looming like a distant mountain. It's impossibly far away. You shake your head slightly, trying to focus, but it feels like wading through molasses. Everything's just slow. You're 35 and chasing dreams like a kid. Rent due, fridge empty, but at least you've got ambition. You sigh, reaching for the list again. Maybe ticking off one more thing will help. You consider calling Mom again. She always says to take it one step at a time. But 10,000 steps feels like a marathon. You laugh, a dark chuckle escaping. At least the roaches are eating well. The room feels smaller somehow. Yet you're still here, aren't you? You gather the list with renewed focus. Small wins might just be enough tonight. Last month, you're drowning in spreadsheets. The quarterly report is uglier than your last breakup. You swore you'd never be back here. Yet here you are. You make a promise to focus on the small stuff. A simple sticky note becomes your mantra. One small step, yeah, that's a start. You start with something small, cleaning one folder. It feels trivial, but hey, at least it's something. Next up, tackling that mountain of emails. It's like climbing Everest in flip-flops. One email down, 1,000 more to go. You laugh at the absurdity of it. Small victories, you remind yourself. You check off another task from your list. It doesn't feel like much, but it's progress. The clock reminds you it's only noon. It's already been a long day. You sip the last of your lukewarm coffee. It's a caffeine hug, but not a great one. You take a deep breath and refocus. Another email gets the axe. It feels like hacking through a jungle, honestly. You wonder if machetes are allowed in open plan offices. Another task checked off. You're on a roll. Well, kind of a roll. You clear another file, feeling slightly less doomed. It's liberating, like shedding old skin. All these tiny wins, barely visible, but real. You're standing at the gym entrance, feeling like an imposter. You drag yourself to the treadmill, dreading every step. 5 minutes on the treadmill feels like hours. You start questioning your life choices. A stranger nods at your effort. It's strange how that tiny acknowledgement means a lot. You push yourself to run an extra minute. It feels like a minor victory. You log the time in your note app. A small spark of satisfaction ignites. You wonder if this is how habits form. Repetition and small wins stacking up. But honestly, you still hate running. Yet you can't deny the progress. You even start to look forward to it. Another day, another minute added to the run. It's incremental, but it counts. The treadmill, and you become reluctant companions. And then a small breakthrough. You've run for 10 minutes straight. It's a big deal, bigger than you expected. You think about how far you've come. A week ago, even 5 minutes felt impossible. Now, you barely notice the time passing. Each minute adds up, unnoticed but powerful. It's a rhythm, a ritual almost. Even the treadmill seems less of an enemy. You're no marathon runner, but who cares? It's Friday night and you're bone tired. The sticky notes are scattered everywhere. Each one a reminder of a small win. Today it feels like nothing, like the trash can is overflowing with failed attempts. You crumble today's note and toss it in. Another tiny victory down the drain. The giant dream looms, mocking. You consider what giving up might feel like. Quitting might be easier, you think. But then you remember the treadmill experience. You're no marathon runner, but you showed up. It's the showing up that counts, right? Even if the world doesn't notice. You take a deep breath, feeling the weight lift a bit. Maybe tomorrow you'll try again. The small wins aren't futile, just quiet. You think of them as whispers in the noise, a soft voice amidst the chaos. Tomorrow you'll listen for them. For now, you let exhaustion take over. Dreams can wait till morning. You're sifting through old boxes in the attic. You find an old notebook, dusty and forgotten. Flipping through pages, you remember when everything felt possible. Each page holds a small win you forgot. You pause, realizing these wins built a foundation. A cup of cold coffee sits by your side. You chuckle, realizing even caffeine couldn't save you. You notice an old entry. First, $50 saved. Back then, it felt like $1 million. There's also a list of all-nighters pulled. Sleep, the eternal rival, never stood a chance. You find a note about the first time you exercised. A single push-up was a triumph back then. Funny how perspective shifts with time, huh? You close the notebook and sit quietly. It's like visiting an old friend, one who saw you at your most naive and hopeful. You remember the ambition that drove you and the small steps that somehow made it real. Each tiny victory mattered, even if it seemed trivial. You're reminded that dreams aren't built overnight, they're layered like the pages of your notebook. You stand up feeling a bit lighter. There's a sense of relief in knowing you've come far. You head downstairs, notebook in hand. In the kitchen, you place it on the table, a small reminder of the journey you've traveled. You're back at the kitchen table, alone. A pen rolls lazily between your fingers. You write down today's wins, 10,000 steps. You add, finished book chapter, finally, called Mom. This time it feels different. You realize each small win is a step forward. You're building something bigger. You smile, knowing how dreams are built. It's not all fireworks and big moments. Sometimes it's just getting off the couch or calling Mom before she calls you. It's the little things that keep you going. Each check mark in the notebook feels like a trophy. Who needs a parade when you've got a pen? The pen is mightier than your anxiety sometimes. You close the notebook with a sigh. The kitchen is quiet now, just the hum of the fridge. You linger in this moment, appreciating its simplicity. It's not glamorous, but it's yours. You stand up, stretch your tired limbs. Light switches off as you exit the kitchen. The echoes of the day's small victories linger. You've turned another page, quite literally. Tomorrow, the pen will scratch again. But tonight, the kitchen is at peace.